Okay, we're here with Rob Jones after the win over Glamorgan. I usually start talking about the game, Rob, but I'm going to start talking about your innings. It's been a long time coming. You must have really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did actually. I don't know. Today just felt like I was in the zone. I've had 2 good training days, last 2 days, and I don't know if there's any correlation there that when you play well in the nets or you bat well and you feel confident, you go into a game. So, just as I walked out to bat, knew the situation and. Yeah, just played nicely. So
you say that as you walked out, you knew the situation, but it was actually quite tricky because you just lost a couple of wickets and you had you had 2 new men at the crease. Yeah. You almost had to start again for a few overs, didn't you?
Yeah, obviously the run out, unfortunately, with Dan, and obviously Libs was on none. So yeah, like you say, 120 for 3, or something like that. Anyway, yeah. I can't remember. Just walking out 2 new batsmen. It's just about building a partnership with Libs and then trying to rotate the strike as much as we can. And yeah, put the bad ball away when we did, which credit to Libs, he batted beautifully, and everyone that came in. It was a proper team performance today, so that's all I can say.
It's an interesting partnership in the sense that often in a chase like that, you'll get one partner who's dominant and the other one is just supporting. But actually, you almost scored at the same pace. Yeah,
obviously Libs has been an amazing touch this comp, hasn't he? And he's just doing what he does. And yeah, it was weird. Whenever we felt like we needed a boundary, one of us hit one, which was nice, and obviously rotating through that as well. So yeah, it worked out really well. Obviously tried to run a ball roughly the whole way through and just leave it to the back end. But yeah, I think we dovetailed really well there, which was good.
Libs got out, and then even though they were just little cameos, both Ethan Brooks and Henry Cullen came in and just kept the momentum going nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Brooksy's having a stellar season. Just doing what he does and hitting it in great areas and just finding the gaps and boundaries when you need them. And Henry obviously shined brilliantly in this comp, and he's just come in and not really phased, like batting with him out there. You know, he's so cool, calm and collected, and just looks like he plays with a smile on his face. He's outstanding, so he's really good. He's come on leaps and bounds, and he's a proper player.
In the first half, Glamorgan, do you think maybe they got a few more than you hoped they would?
Yeah, I felt like in the first 10 there was plenty play and miss, wasn't we? Bowled really well in the first 10 and we just didn't quite get our rewards, and obviously at New Road it can be really tricky up top, and you'd like to exploit that as much as you can with the new ball. It's quite easy to be 3 or 4 down in that first 10. Obviously they didn't, and they were 40 for none. Felt like we bowled a bit better than that. And all the way through, I think Waity had an exceptional day. He went at 2s on a wicket like that. It was brilliant. It just whole team performance. The bowlers, I thought, came back brilliantly, and it was a weird one, wasn't it? Because it was either dot or 4 in that innings, really, and it was the same a little bit with us as well, because the outfield's so fast and the wicket's a little bit sticky. Either feels like you can build a few dots and then you get a couple of boundaries away, and that just releases the pressure a wee bit. So. Yeah, it was just that's the summary of the first innings, I thought.
Talking about the pitch, the odd one did stop in the surface, and yet we saw batters on both sides also capable of playing good shots.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's just a little bit new roady, like just stopping, and then the odd one comes on quite nicely. So I think you just got to wait for that ball, whether it's a bit of width or it's an over pitch ball or slightly shorter, just to put away. And if it's on a good length, you just got to sort of respect it, and if you can, try and get it away for one. If not, it's a dot ball, and then just focus on the next one.
In a great position now in the group, going into the last 2 games. Qualification looks as though, one more win would certainly make it pretty safe, I think. It's going to be some competition for places now.
Yeah, I think we've had a proper squad, haven't we, this comp? There's not been many missing. Obviously Hosey for the 100, but and there's been a lot of people fit, so there's been a lot of competition for places, which I think is really healthy. It drives people to get better. That ultimately is why professional sport is the way it is, because you know you're in a big team squad, and it takes a massive squad to get where we are in this comp and win games of cricket, and you know everyone's pushing for places. So hopefully you just got to keep trying to contribute to the team and take your opportunity when you can.
Good crowd again at New Road, good atmosphere. They like this competition here,
yeah.
Don't they?
Yeah, they love it, and it's brilliant. I think the fans here at New Road really get behind us. Can't fault them. Like, they've been outstanding this comp, and it's been pretty much near enough, not full houses, but there's been a great atmosphere, and they've been right behind you. And I felt that out there, and we all felt that when we're bowling and batting, taking wickets, scoring runs. So they've been unreal.
Rob, congratulations.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Thank you. Cheers.
This is Mike the Plasterer. He needs a trusted supplier for his materials and tools. Mike needs Profile Store. With an easy-to-use website, you can check stock online, order it and collect it within the hour. Profile Store offer free delivery over £125 and fast overnight shipping. With over 2,000 products in stock, they're sure to have what you need. So get yourself down to the trade counter in Kidderminster today. Get the job done with profilestore.co.uk.